Are you one of those ones that create New Year resolution? Or you plan out your year and say this is what you intend to achieve? And are you achieving it? Or have you lost the fire and the momentum that will keep you going? If you have not, then let's dive in to see how you can keep your momentum going and for you to achieve your goal. So every time I start the year with so many people around me, friends, investors, and we are assessing the year, creating our plan or creating our 1 year goal, investment goals most especially, and what we intend to do. And everybody is super excited, fired up, giving themselves milestones, targets, and all that. But come 3 months later, not even a call. Everywhere is dead silent, like a graveyard. It's so funny. These are real life issues. It's not a joke really, but that's the truth. That's what I see because everything just died. So today I'll be talking about when the fire fades, how do you get your momentum going? How do you keep going? Because truth be told, it's not easy navigating everything that's going around in your life, not to talk about in the world, and still be investing actively. It's not easy. So let's just call a spade a spade. It's not easy. How do you keep yourself? How do you keep going? For those of you that this is your first time of listening to me, my name is Bibi Ofiri. I am a multifamily investor and I talk about anything investing, especially in the multifamily space. So let's dive right into what we have for today. Most of these people that I started the year with, they kind of go quiet after 3 months or even before 3 months. Not because they want to, but they literally do that because they found out along the way that it becomes harder. They kind of start losing that momentum because I think the assumption that they had from the beginning was that it was pretty much straightforward to invest. And it's not just about investing. In whatever thing you're planning to do and you've not been able to achieve it and you've lost momentum. So why do we get to lose momentum on things that are very good for us, that will make us better persons or better people? Why do we get to take up that hat and say, I'm done? Or sometimes we don't even tell ourselves I'm done. We just see ourselves slipping away. We no longer attend events. We no longer invest. Nothing around anything kind of interests us just within a short period of time. Let's dive into what those symptoms look like. So I've had an opportunity to speak with some of the investors because in 2023, I started inviting newbies, people that are new into investing or people that want to understand what normally happens behind the scene. I normally invite them to come sit down and observe what we are doing. And when they come the first time, there's this initial momentum. Second time, they're coming late. Third time, they're coming almost to the end. Fourth time, they don't show up. Fifth time, silent. So I started reaching out to them to find out what the issues were. Why are they not consistent? This is something that people pay for. In short, they don't do it in this industry where you are on a live deal and you invite people to sit in and see exactly what you're doing. They don't do it. It's not done because most people are trying to cover up their mess. So there's no way they will invite you as a newbie or a limited partner to come and sit in and listen to what they're saying. It's kind of difficult. So when you have the opportunity, you think that people should jump at it, but no, that's not the case. People don't get to jump at it in the long term. In the short term, yes, they come, and after that, they don't. Because I noticed this was becoming a pattern. So I reached out to some of them to find out what the issues were, and they said, oh Bibi, I didn't know it was going to be this hard. It's harder than I thought. For now, I think I will just take a step backwards and later figure it out and see how I can work my way back into it. One of the symptoms based on this is overwhelming. Some people are overwhelmed by the information that they get. It's too much information. Like we were doing a webinar last week and somebody put on a chat, oh, this is way over my head. I don't think I understand anything. I'm logging out. We've seen people like that because of too many information, they are overwhelmed and they don't even know where to start from. That might be one of the symptoms that might make you stall or make you say, no, this is not for me. Another one is momentum. Some people lose momentum. They start out very strong, but midway they see themselves slipping back. They start avoiding little things. Before they know it, they kind of avoid the entire process. And this is not just for multifamily. There's nothing impossible. If you put your mind to it, you will achieve it. So one of the reasons why you will stall or not achieve it is when you've lost momentum. That is, maybe you started out fired up at the beginning, but down the road you start saying, no, let me not do this. I can't do this. I can't do that. Before you know, what exactly can you do when you've already moved out everything that you cannot do, So those things can kill momentum. Another major one I see is doubt. I've seen people doubting themselves. They kind of question their decisions. Are you sure this multifamily investing is for me? I don't think it's for me at at this stage, you hear them saying questions like, I don't think this is the right time. I don't think I'm ready. I thought it was a little easy, but with what I'm saying, I think it will require a lot of my time and I don't think I'm capable. So a lot of doubt starts to creep in. That's one of the symptoms. When you see yourself doubting, can be a form of symptom that you're stalling or you're losing that momentum. Another one is isolation. That is one very slow killer of how you can lose your momentum or how you can lose the spark or the fire that you started with at the beginning. Is when you begin to isolate yourself. You no longer attend any community events. You no longer talk to your mentors, your coaches, or your team members that are into it. You no longer do that. I can tell you for a fact that this is not just a one-off. This is a common trait I've seen. Some of the investors that I started with on my first syndication deal, I can tell you for a fact that when you reach out to them, they will not want to jump onto a second one because now they've seen the entire picture of the entire thing and they know that it's not a bed of roses. But the thing is, if you're able to withstand all these issues and difficulties, it is worth it. It's the compensation or the benefit after you've labored is massive. So do you want to avoid reaching your goal or getting that result that you want just because you are scared or because you are doubting yourself or because you've lost momentum? You don't want to do that. Now, the last one is procrastination. Some of us keep procrastinating. Oh yes, I will do it. Before you know it, 1 year has gone. When did we say Happy New Year? I think that was yesterday. We just said Happy New Year, and guess what, guys? 4 months after, it just feels like we just said Happy New Year. So time waits for nobody. The earlier you start taking hold of your life or start taking some drastic steps, the better for you. And nowhere in this world will anyone tell you that it's easy. The path to success is more difficult than difficult itself. My broker would tell me, if it was easy, Bibi, everyone would be doing what you're doing. Or if it was easy, everyone would do it. And that's the truth. I found out that so many people that I feel that should continue or should have been doing it are not, because it's not easy. Success does not come easily. So it takes an extra effort and extra determination, not the regular determination, extra determination from you to keep going. And not just in investing, any part of your life, it's an extra determination for you to keep going. Those of you that after 3 months will not get to see you again, you know yourself. What are the things that can help you build your momentum or keep you going or can spark up that fire that you had at the beginning of the year to achieve a lot of things and you've not even been able to achieve one? I know some of us, if they tell us now to sit down and to count the things we've done from the beginning of the year to date, we'll be like, literally it's been a roller coaster. I've been doing the same thing, going to work, coming back home, going to work, coming back home. Nothing spectacular, no milestone have been achieved, and the year is going. And these are serious issues. How can we keep that momentum going for you to achieve your goal? Yes, I agree, it can be overwhelming, it can be too much, but you need to break it down. You need to start looking for actionable steps, little steps you can start doing. So now, let's say you want to start becoming an investor, you have to start creating out time to attend webinars, trainings. You need to sit down, listen, get that education. That is a smaller milestone. After that, when you now get comfortable with the entire thing, you now move to the next step. I want to start investing, maybe as a limited partner. Okay, I have this little money I have here. Let me throw it in and see how that process looks like. Then after that, okay, I think I love it. I want to move forward to becoming a general partner. So you can break the entire step. And this is not just unique to multifamily. Like I said, to everything. When that thing is big, it might be overwhelming. So you need to break it down to smaller milestones. One, it will help you become more accountable. You will know when you've achieved something, because when you start moving little, you will know that you've achieved something. So first of all, break it down into smaller bits for it to look easy, because when you look at it in the bigger picture, it might be very scary. One very important thing is you might need to reconnect with your why, because if you don't have a why you're doing something, why the hell are you even doing it in the first instance? Why should you be doing it if there's no why to it? So if you're able to reconnect with your why, that will kind of bring back the reason why you should keep chasing your goal. You need to start analyzing what the vision was at the beginning. Then you can now reconnect yourself back to it. Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to do that? But if you have a reason why you decided to start that thing in the first instance, then go back to it and reconnect back to to it. Knowing your why can help you reconnect back to your goal and can help you now build up that momentum that you think you've lost. Another one is, I find this very interesting, find your tribe. And it's very easy. I always make this statement. If you're not invited to the table or no one has created a table for you, create your own and invite people to eat. Look for your tribe, the people that you identify with, people that you're happy around with, people that inspire you, your mentors, your coaches, your peers, people that are looking for the same thing as well as you are, people that are a little ahead of you. You need to identify with those people because those people can help you ignite that spark. There's a passage in the Bible that says iron sharpens iron, and that's the truth. If you find yourself around those people, that spark will happen. I know some people that don't like exercising in the house, and that's because some of them are not disciplined enough to continue, but they prefer to go to the gym outside, and that's because when they are in the midst of people, it kind of builds that momentum for them. So if you're that kind of person that you don't have that self-discipline to push yourself to achieving your goal, then you might need to start hanging around with people of like minds. Build your tribe, people that you can identify with that can help you achieve your goal. You need to start doing that now. Another one is more consistent action. I said it on one of my podcasts. I was like, last year I felt I didn't achieve a lot because I only closed on one deal. Typically I'll close on 2 or 3 deals, so it felt like I didn't achieve all my goals because I just closed on one deal. But when I got to sit down with my sister, because some of you don't know, my sister is a coach, I got to sit down with her and she was like, no, hold on, what are the things you've been doing? So I had to tell her I've been doing this and doing. She was like, wow, this is massive. That, do you know you've been taking some steps, very big steps, but you did not know because you were able to do this, you were able to do this, you were able to do that. It's just that you don't know what you've done, you've not been able to quantify them, and that is why. So small consistent steps can lead you to building your momentum. Slow and steady. There's no rush in life, there's no push. Just take it at your own pace, but ensure that it's consistent. As long as you know it's consistent, then the momentum will keep going. As long as you keep moving, the momentum will keep going. But the moment when you stop, that's where the problem is. So consistent smaller steps are one of the things that can keep your momentum going. One very sweet one I like is embracing the entire process. So the end goal is not the goal. So let's go back to what I was saying that my sister said. For me, I was looking at the end goal because I've not closed on 2 deals. It felt like I'd not achieved anything. But by the time she sat me down and we broke down the processes I've gone so far, she was like, you are not embracing the process. You need to enjoy the process. You need to be aware of the process that you're going through. So that's one of the ways you can build your momentum, for you to recognize, embrace, and enjoy the process, not the destination. Striving does not happen because you are perfect. No, it happens because you are growing, you are adapting, and you are improving. Like my sister will always say, celebrate the small wins and learn from the setbacks and keep moving. So that's what I would say to you today. Embrace the growth, celebrate the small wins, and learn from the mistakes and keep moving. I'd like to end by saying that the path to success is not a linear path. It comes with a lot of stumbling blocks, a lot of challenges, a lot of bad decisions, good decisions, confusion, doubt. I can go on and keep naming them, but the fact remains that, are you going to allow symptoms of struggle or doubt or fear stop you from achieving that thing you want to achieve? No, you have to start taking responsibility of your decisions and of your growth and of your life. You just have to, because you can't allow anything stop you. You need to keep striving. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel or to our social media platform, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Bibi Ofiri on YouTube and Bibi Ofiri on Facebook. Thank you and have a wonderful day.